people love the morning of victory. They love the bell, the wound, the names spoken with respect. But almost no one loves the nights that made it possible. In the mountain village of Kuruyama, there was a watchtower no young warrior wanted. It stood above the northern ridge, older than the men who cursed it, and so exposed to wind that even crows avoided its roof. The job was simple. Carry oil to the top, trim the wick. Guard the signal flame until dawn. No applause, no duel, no wetness, just cold hands, broken steps, and a fire that did not care who you were. And that was where they sent him. Not after a triumph, after a failure. The samurai had once been the man people expected to rise, lean, controlling, quiet. Then came the gate trial. A single duel at the lower gate, before elders and merchants who had stopped to watch steel decide a future. His opponent was older, slower, but the older man understood something the samurai did not. He understood pressure. One rushed breath, one impatient step, and the samurai was on the ground, staring up at a grey sky while the village stared down. Not dead. Worse, seen fading after that. Nobody said much, but villagers have doors that close more quietly when he passes, and pity can cut deeper than ridicule. He asked for another chance. The master said, "North Tower, every night, do not let the flame die." That was all. No promise that this humiliation meant anything. The first night, he hated it. The second night, he hated it more. The steps were uneven, cracked by frost and age. Wine shoved at his coat. His hat brim snapped. At the top, he lit the basin and waited. That was the whole duty. Wait, watch, endure. From below, he could hear the village living without him. Distant dishes, a burst of laughter. Life continued without his pride. By the seventh night, laborers made jokes. The swordsman protects Smith now. If the flame goes out, he may challenge the wind next. He said nothing. He kept climbing. Days became weeks. Carry, climb, trim, shield, wait. But repetition is not empty. He began to notice how wet stone demanded a different step than dry dust. How the body wastes strength when the mind is angry. So he adjusted. When the lower steps crumbled, he began repairing them in silence before sunset. No one ordered it. Invisible work. By the second month, the mockery faded, because they stopped thinking about him at all. And that was when he began to grow. The world leans toward the man who can keep a flame alive in bad weather. Then spring came late and angry. Halfway up the climb, he paused. Movement in the fog below. Raiders. His first instinct was the old one. Run down. Warn everyone. Be seen do it. But if he ran down, he would lose the tower. The tower flame was reach. It was warning. It was time. Every broken stair he had repaired held. Every loose stone he had memorized was avoided in the dark. On the third spark, fire caught. His signal flame, fighting the storm. 3 raiders peeled away to kill the warning. The samurai drew his sword. He stayed near her. Basin, low and calm. The first raider rushed. The samurai turned his body just enough and struck. The second expected fury. He found balance. The village had seen the flame. The village was awake. But the night was not finished. At the base of the tower, the raider captain was forcing his way upward. They met on the 17th stair. The captain swung hard. The samurai answered with economy, with footing learned on broken steps. One final breath, and the heavy body collapsed against the stones he had climbed for months without honor. By dawn, the raiders were gone. The village still stood. That morning, They called him a savior, but they were wrong. It was not fate. It was months of unseen preparation. The season where no one notices you may be the season that makes you ready. The tower no one envied became the height no raider could take from him. Keep the flame.